Well guys, welcome to Potato PC, where my PC is such a potato I have to use my phone. Today we're going to be going over Flywings 2018. So this game is just a flight sim, free to download, and I'm going to go over all the reasons why you shouldn't download it. So you have a lot of aircraft that you start with, but I mean, you have to start with this trainer aircraft. It's the only aircraft you get as soon as you download the game. I mean, you can get different planes, as you can see. The Beechcraft you can get after you play 3 hours of this game. 3 hours. I did do this, and the Learjet is 5 hours. You don't want to play this game for 5 hours, do you? Then, as soon as you go all the way over, you get the Embraer 170 if you play for 10 hours. 10 hours. You get the 175 and the 170. I guess that's fine, but for 10 hours? You do get a decent amount of liveries, which is good, I guess. Then you have all these other aircraft that you have to buy. Look at this. 599 for a couple of World War One aircraft. It's dumb. Like all these aircraft you have to buy, except for the ones that I already have. It's dumb. Like you start with this single trainer aircraft. I'm like, it's fine, but come on. Then you can get all these packs, like premium pack, pack all, VIP pack, special pack. But why would you do any of these? Why? None of these are that good. So let me just switch over to the Lear Embraer again. And let's actually start. So I'm here in the JFK area. You can mess with the weather a bit, which is nice. Mess with the wind direction. Trying to get it in center there. Close enough. So you can also change the payload, which is nice. Has a little visual there. I usually keep it off though. And for multiplayer, $9.99 a month. That's stupid. So I'm gonna start at JFK here. You can choose a runway and gates, which is nice. So there's ads at the top. I'll talk about that later. So you start off like this on the runway. I mean, the flight model is just terrible. Like it's so low quality. It looks like a potato. I'm like, just look at this. I mean, the runway lights, I guess those are fine, but like, look at this. Like, you have gear, you can turn your engines on and off. They take a while to spool down, though. It's weird. Like, look at that engine. Look at the shadows. Like, that engine has no fans. You have throttle there, you have reverse thrust, you have your trim, your flaps, and your rudder controls, which is not really that easy to use. It's either all or nothing. If you look at engine number 1 there, to our right, it has no fans in it. So the engines are currently spooled all the way down. So there's the spoilers if you pull them up. Like, look at the engine is spooled down, but like, look at the engine number 1 there. It's like completely empty. There's no fans or anything in there. It's like, what is the point? So I'm gonna put full flaps. And the flaps and the spoilers just kind of clip into the wing. Like, I mean, yeah, you can turn on your landing lights, your beacon lights, your strobe, and navigation lights, but I guess those are fine. But why do that? It still looks like such a potato, though. Like, there's no point. I mean, they have a cockpit, but it's not live except for the throttle and the yoke right there. Nothing of it, nothing is live. Like, all of that just there for show. I mean, yeah, you can look out the windows, I guess. You have different camera angles, which is kind of nice, but you can't turn all the way around in the HUD view, which I don't understand why. Then you have, like, you can look up close and see how bad the flight model is. It's just awful. It's just bad. This looks like a potato. Here's a tower view, but I don't think there's a tower on this side. It's just there. You just fly by. Then you look at the cockpit. Here, one more chance to see all the flight model badness. It's just potato on potato. Like, look at the engine and the wing. It's just bad. Then here we are. We're gonna start rolling down the runway in a second. Okay, flaps 20. Throttle all the way up. Here I'm about to push back. So I can see that I actually turned the engines on because it took that long to spool up. You can drop your fuel, which is fine. I don't know why you wouldn't do that though. Then here I'm hitting the roll back, and then if you hit the brake, that's what happens. I put the spoilers up, but I forgot to put them down. You can see that in a little bit. The rotors, it's either all or none, so it's kind of hard to control. Here, put the spoilers down in a second. And they just kind of clip into the flight model. It's bad. Here, pulling up here. Pretty clean. Look at the landing gear. Just straight through. They didn't even try for the models, not even a little bit. Kind of over-rotated here. And then if we go to the inside of the cockpit, you can see it's not live at all. Then look at the roads and the shadows. Like, look at the shadows. It's from another world. It just keeps glitching in and out. It's bad. There's a clipboard there for some reason. Then look at that door. It's like a PNG or something. Then if you look back, there's the sun. If you look back, you can see like a lot of stuff. I'll show you that in a second. But as you can see, we're going to what seems like nothing, just an empty space. But when we go there, you'll see it's actually not an empty space. If we turn around here, you can look at the airport and the roads in the background, and it's just glitching in and out, in and out. It's bad, like really bad. I don't know if they even tried to fix it or something. It's just there. And if you try to hit the close ads button, it looks like it'll just close it, but no. You have to get the premium thing, which I don't know why you would do. And then here we're at about 3,000 feet here and ascending. And once we hit the ground, you'll see that it may surprise you. Here we're going lower and lower. Still nothing. Closing on 1,000 feet here. If you notice, the landing gear isn't out. The heading is up there too, which I guess is nice. And then 500, 400, and hit the ground at 338 feet. I mean, like, seriously. Then, I mean, like, just why? If you go back in here, like, let's take another quick fly around for a second. It's just something else. Look at the buildings. They don't have any collision. So if you can just kind of like run into them like that. It's not. They should have at least given it collision. I mean, I guess this game was free, so I guess there was that. But they didn't even try. Collision. We're heading over to the body of water. You see that over there? Our landing gear's still down, mind you. We're not in the air yet. Notice my landing gear are on the ground. If I put them down, see, they're touching water. It's water. Not, ground. And trees are just scattered around the place. And look at the ground. It looks randomized. It's just there. Yeah, that will about do it for this video. See you guys next time. Bye.